If you've ever wanted to build a mobile app but didn't know where to start or didn't want to deal with code, this video is for you. Whether you're turning your website into an app, building a customer portal, launching a startup MVP, or just experimenting with AI-powered tools, there are now platforms that make it incredibly easy. In this video, I'll walk you through some of the best mobile app builders on the market, from visual drag-and-drop editors to chat-based AI builders, so you can find the right one for your project, your budget, and your skill level. And as always, timestamps below this video, along with free trials and the latest discounts to all of these tools. Let's get into it. First, Draftbit. Draftbit is a browser-based mobile app builder that blends a visual design canvas with an AI code assistant and expert human help, giving creators a quick path from sketch to store-ready app while still letting them own every line of React Native code they generate. The platform sits on top of Expo, which means anything you build already speaks native iOS and Android and can be previewed live on real devices as you work. Because the underlying stack is React Native, you can export the project at any stage, open it in your local editor, and keep coding just like a traditional developer workflow. Inside the builder, you drag components onto a canvas, tweak their props in a side panel, and watch the result update instantly in a phone frame or on the companion Expo Go app, which keeps the creative loop feeling playful and fast. A growing library of ready-made elements covers everything from buttons to media players, maps, lists, modals, and even advanced Flexbox layout helpers, so you rarely start from a blank screen. If you need something the library does not provide, you can install any Expo-compatible package or drop in your own JSX through the custom code component, blending no-code convenience with full code power. Connecting data feels similar to wiring a typical React app. Draftbit can hit REST endpoints, pull in services like Supabase or Airtable, and bind responses to UI without manual fetch logic, yet it still lets you open the generated file and refine queries or state handling later if you prefer. The new AI Code Assistant lives in that same editor panel and can write fresh snippets, explain errors, or refactor functions in plain language prompts, which trims the learning curve for people who are new to JavaScript. Once the interface and data wiring feel right, you press a single publish button, and Draftbit handles native builds in the cloud, delivering installable binaries you can submit to both major app stores or deploy as a progressive web app. If you like to manage releases yourself, you can instead pull the repository from GitHub, run Expo application services, and sign the build locally, because Draftbit never locks the code behind a wall. Beyond the tool itself, Draftbit maintains an active forum and offers an experts program where vetted designers and developers can jump in on demand, which appeals to founders who want hands-on guidance without hiring an agency full-time. Users highlight two consistent strengths: true source code ownership and flexible API integration, both of which make Draftbit attractive for startups that plan to scale beyond a prototype. Users also note that advanced features like custom functions or complex animations introduce a learning curve, so complete non-coders may hit roadblocks unless they lean on the community or move to a simpler builder. The arrival of the AI assistant, rapid cloud builds, and a growing roster of expert partners has pushed the platform into a sweet spot where designers can move pixels freely and developers can dive deep when needed. This makes Draftbit a compelling choice for teams that value both speed and long-term control over their app stack. Compared with peers like Flutterflow or Adalo, Draftbit stands out by focusing on React Native and giving you unminified human-readable code that you can walk away with at any time, avoiding the platform lock-in that many no-code tools impose. Pricing plans start at $29 per month. Below this video, you can start with a free playground plan that lets you experiment with unlimited draft projects. Second, AppMySite. AppMySite is a platform that helps you turn your website into a fully functional mobile app in just a few minutes without any coding. If you've ever wanted a mobile version of your website that looks and works like a real app, this tool makes the process incredibly easy and fast. It's ideal if you're running a WordPress or WooCommerce site, but it also supports non-WordPress websites, giving you flexibility no matter what platform you're using. Once you sign up, you can get started right away. You just enter your website's details, choose the type of site you're converting, and AppMySite begins analyzing your content. From there, you can customize every aspect of your app, including the app icon, launch screen, login and sign-up pages, fonts, colors, layout, and navigation. The platform gives you full control over how your app looks and feels, with easy tools for adjusting menus, icons, buttons, and even the order of home screen elements. If your site is built with WordPress, you also get access to deeper native features by installing a dedicated WordPress plugin. Once connected, AppMySite automatically syncs your site content with your app, including your store, products, blog posts, and user accounts. You can test your app using a browser-based preview, a companion mobile app, or by generating an actual APK or iOS build that you can install directly on your phone. The app you create looks and behaves like a native mobile experience. You can enable guest browsing, add search functionality, let users log in and manage their profiles, and even view orders or change settings. And what's great is that most visual changes can be made live. without having to rebuild or reinstall the app. Just make the edits in AppMySite, save, and the changes appear in the app instantly. In terms of pricing, AppMySite pricing plans start at $49 per month. When compared to the cost of custom app development, many users find the investment reasonable. This platform is especially useful for small business owners, bloggers, e-commerce store owners, and creators who want to offer a mobile app version of their site but don't want to deal with the high cost or complexity of traditional development. While many people know Jotform for its powerful online forms, they've expanded their platform to include a complete app builder that integrates seamlessly with those forms. This makes it super convenient for businesses that are already using Jotform forms because you can simply embed them into your app without needing any extra tools or complicated setups. The process of building an app with Jotform is very straightforward. Once you're inside, you have a few options to start building. You can build an app completely from scratch, which gives you full creative control, or you can save time by selecting from hundreds of pre-made templates. These templates cover a wide range of industries, like restaurants, fitness, healthcare, consulting, and many more, so it's easy to find a starting point that fits your business type. When you choose a template, you can fully customize it to match your brand. Jotform makes it easy to edit text, change images, upload your logo, and adjust colors so your app feels professional and personalized. The drag and drop interface lets you rearrange sections, add new elements like forms, buttons, images, and text fields, and even embed appointment booking forms directly into the app. For businesses that offer services like consultations or strategy sessions, you can build custom forms that collect client information, schedule meetings, or even accept payments, all from within your app. Customization goes even deeper. You can adjust form fields, make certain fields required, hide or show specific options, and format everything so that it looks clean and user-friendly on mobile devices. The form designer also gives you the ability to change the color schemes and overall style, so your forms feel cohesive with the rest of your app design. You can even add features like file uploads, multiple choice questions, or image uploads depending on the information you need from your customers. You can also configure important app settings like enabling users to save their progress and continue filling out forms later, or allowing them to add the app directly to their phone's home screen without having to go through the App Store or Google Play. This makes Jotform apps technically progressive web apps, which can function very much like native mobile apps but are easier and faster to distribute. When it comes to publishing your app, Jotform provides simple sharing options. You can generate a direct link that customers can click to access your app, embed the app on your website, or create a QR code that can be printed on physical marketing materials or shared on social media. On the back end, Jotform tracks all of your submissions so you can view customer data, manage bookings, or monitor payments directly from your dashboard. The Jotform AI Agent mobile app brings Jotform's new generative AI customer service agents to your pocket so you can create them, train them, and jump into live chats wherever you are. It wraps the same autonomous multi-channel technology that powers Jotform's web-based AI agents inside an easy mobile UI, adds push notification escalation, and lets you tweak knowledge bases, workflows, and branding on the go. This makes it a handy control room for anyone who needs 24/7 support without losing the human touch. With Jotform's new AI agents, you can create fully functional AI assistants in just a few minutes using their library of templates designed for different industries like customer support, sales, education, healthcare, and many more. Once you choose a template or build your own, you can easily customize the agent's appearance, name, icon, and behavior to match your needs. The best part is how simple it is to make these agents mobile ready. You just copy a link, send it to your phone, and add it to your home screen like a regular app. The AI agent works smoothly on both mobile and tablet devices, offering features like form submissions, voice interactions, chat history, and even push notifications. If you already rely on Jotform for data collection or apps and want round-the-clock, on-brand support without spinning up a separate bot platform, the AI Agent mobile app neatly extends your stack. Teams that need to jump into chats from the checkout line or a customer site will appreciate the push notification takeover, while startups can spin up support in minutes using a template. Heavy phone-based call centers or organizations with strict offline requirements may still look at specialized IVR suites, but for most SMBs and growing enterprises, the Jotform AI Agent mobile app offers a flexible, multi-channel, and genuinely mobile way to put AI to work in customer service. If this sounds like the right solution for you, below this video is a link to Jotform's free plan. Adalo is a no-code app builder that lets you create mobile and web apps without needing to write a single line of code. It's built around a simple drag-and-drop interface that feels easy to use, even if you've never touched a development tool before. With Adalo, you can design the look and feel of your app, connect it to a database, and add the logic behind how it works, all in one place. Everything in Adalo revolves around three main elements: components, a database, and actions. Components are visual elements like buttons, forms, images, or lists that you can drag onto your app screens. You can customize each one to match your brand by changing colors, text, icons, and layout. The database holds all of your app's information, like user accounts or content, and actions make everything interactive, like submitting forms, navigating between screens, or updating data. You can start your app from a blank canvas, or use a pre-made template to speed things up. As you build, you can test everything with the built-in preview mode, making it easy to see how things are coming together. For example, you can create an app that lets users add trips, store that trip info in a custom database, and display those trips in a scrollable list. You can also set up detail pages that show more info when a user taps on an item, using what Adalo calls magic text to pull and display specific data. One of Adalo's standout features is its responsive design builder. This lets you create apps that automatically adjust their layout across mobile, tablet, and desktop views, all from a single app project. That means you don't have to build multiple versions of your app for different devices. You just design once, and it adapts. When your app is ready, Adalo lets you publish directly to the Apple App Store, Google Play, or a custom web domain. You don't need any extra tools or platforms. Everything happens inside the Adalo environment from design to deployment. While Adalo excels in ease of use and speed, advanced features and scalability can be more limited compared to some other platforms. Some users reveal some limits that matter for bigger builds. Offline caching is still on the roadmap, so native apps rely on a live connection right now, and complex logic can stretch the visual editor in ways that send ambitious makers toward heavier tools. What ultimately makes Adalo stand out is the combination of mobile-first design, instant multi-platform publishing, and an ecosystem that lets true developers extend the platform while keeping the interface friendly for non-technical creators. If you need to test an idea quickly, push real notifications, and connect live data without hiring a full dev team, Adalo is worth a spin. If your roadmap calls for offline-heavy workflows or deeply custom logic, you may eventually graduate, but the tool still serves as a fast and approachable starting line for many modern app projects. 5. Glide. Glide is a user-friendly platform that transforms your data into functional applications. You start by connecting your existing data sources, such as Google Sheets, Excel, Airtable, or GlideZone tables. Glide then generates a basic app structure, which you can customize using a drag-and-drop interface. This setup allows you to design your app's layout, add interactive components, and define user actions, all without needing programming skills. Glide's platform is designed to create progressive web apps, which means your app can run on any device with a web browser. This approach eliminates the need for App Store submissions and ensures your app is accessible across various platforms. You can share your app via a simple link or QR code, making distribution straightforward. One of Glide's strengths lies in its ability to handle large data sets efficiently. It offers features like real-time data synchronization and supports integrations with various third-party tools, enhancing your app's functionality. Glide also lets you incorporate AI-powered functionalities. This allows you to automate tasks and gain insights from your data, making your apps not just functional but also intelligent. Additionally, Glide offers workflow automation through integrations with tools like Zapier and Make, enabling your app to perform tasks automatically based on certain triggers. The platform provides a range of templates tailored for different use cases, including customer portals, dashboards, and inventory management systems. These templates serve as a starting point, allowing you to build and deploy your app quickly. Glide is particularly well suited for creating internal business tools such as CRMs, inventory management systems, employee portals, and project dashboards. It's also a great choice for startups and small businesses looking to develop minimum viable products or custom solutions without the overhead of traditional development. In summary, Glide is a practical solution for building data-driven apps without coding. It's particularly well suited for businesses looking to develop internal tools or prototypes quickly. 6th, Bubble. Bubble is a visual, no-code platform where you drag and drop elements onto a canvas to design your app's interface. It started as a web app builder, but it has strong mobile capabilities. Every Bubble app is responsive, so it will run on phones and tablets via a browser. However, Bubble now also supports creating native mobile apps. Recently, Bubble launched a beta of its mobile app builder, which lets you package your Bubble app as a true iOS or Android app. In practical terms, this means you design your app in the same Bubble editor as usual, but you work with mobile-specific screens and features. Its editor is the heart of the tool. Think of it like a blank phone screen or web page where you place buttons, images, text fields, and other elements. You don't write code. Instead, you program workflows visually. The workflow is very similar. You drag elements onto your mobile view canvas and define behaviors. The big difference is that Bubble now exposes device features. For example, you can use the phone's camera, GPS services, local storage, push notifications, and other device sensors directly in workflows. So you could build an app that, say, takes a photo and uploads it to your database, or one that shows nearby stores using location data. All of this is done with the same no-code tools. Bubble handles the complicated native code under the hood. Because Bubble is full stack, it handles everything in your app. the front-end design, the back-end database, and the connections between them. You start by designing your user interface with Bubble's drag-and-drop editor. You can use pre-made templates or start from scratch, and you can customize the look and feel with text styles, colors, spacing, images, and more. Bubble also offers a rich ecosystem of add-ons and integrations. There's a built-in plugin marketplace with hundreds of free and paid plugins, everything from payment gateways and chat services to analytics tools and social logins. For example, if you want to accept payments, you can install a Stripe plugin or add ChatGPT-powered features with an AI plugin. However, because Bubble is so powerful and flexible, there is a learning curve. Some users say it feels overwhelming at first because there are many options and settings. Below this video is a link to the Bubble free plan to get you started. 7th, Hostinger Horizons. Hostinger Horizons is a new tool that turns your ideas into fully functioning apps or websites just by chatting with an AI. Instead of writing code or figuring out how to set up a server, you just type in what you want your app to do. For example, you can say something like, "I want an app that lets users book appointments," and Horizons will take care of everything, from writing the code to setting up the hosting. You get a live preview of how it looks, and with one click, it's online and accessible under your own subdomain. This tool feels like something out of science fiction. It understands plain language and turns it into working software, including features like email notifications, animations, video integrations, or even custom logic like pricing calculators. You don't need to know anything technical. You're simply chatting with it like you would with a person, and it builds, edits, hosts, and deploys your app in real time. You can also ask it to fix issues, redesign layouts, or improve the user interface, all through natural conversation. What sets it apart is that it's not just reusing templates or piecing together generic website parts. It's actually creating new custom designs and functionality based on your prompts. Whether you want a modern-looking business site, a YouTube thumbnail downloader, or a game helper with a dice roll and score tracker, you can build it in minutes. Hostinger Horizons now lets you integrate with Supabase, making it super easy to build and power the back-end of your web apps without writing any code. Supabase is a platform that handles your database, user authentication, and file storage, all the essentials you need for dynamic, data-driven applications. When combined with Horizons, you can connect your Supabase project directly to your app in just a few steps. What's especially useful is that this setup includes a built-in SQL query runner right inside Horizons, so you won't need to copy and paste SQL commands manually. In some cases, it even sets up your initial database tables for you. This integration removes the usual friction of back-end setup and lets you focus on building your app, all through plain language and a few clicks. There are still limitations. Because the whole system works like a black box, you don't have access to the source code. That means if something breaks or you want to migrate your app elsewhere, you're stuck. You can't bring in a developer to help you fix or extend anything manually. Also, since the AI sometimes makes mistakes, you might burn through prompts just trying to get things working, which can be frustrating when you don't know what's going wrong under the hood. That said, the tool is powerful for what it does. You get 5 free prompts each month and can purchase more if needed. A basic hosting plan includes everything: AI tools, traditional website builders, WordPress, unlimited subdomains, and space for up to 100 projects. Bonus: Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator is a cloud-based low-code platform that lets anyone turn an idea into a working web or mobile app through a visual builder while still giving experienced developers room to script, automate, and integrate when the project grows bigger. The current edition, known casually as Creator 6, folds application development, process automation, business intelligence, and a huge integration catalog into a single workspace so teams do not have to juggle separate tools. Creator is a great choice when you want simple drag-and-drop design backed by hundreds of built-in connectors and native automation, which captures the platform's core appeal for both citizen developers and pro coders. The builder works like an online canvas. You drag forms, reports, charts, and reusable page blocks onto the screen, tweak properties in a side panel, and the changes appear instantly on web, phone, and tablet previews. Because every app is generated as a responsive web app and as native iOS and Android binaries at the same time. Out of the box, those mobile apps cache data, so users can fill forms and browse records even when their device drops offline, then sync once they regain a signal, which is handy for fieldwork and pop-up retail scenarios. When drag and drop runs out of runway, you open Deluge, Zoho's own scripting language that links dozens of Zoho services and many outside APIs. It reads almost like plain English and runs as serverless functions, so you write logic without worrying about infrastructure. Larger processes live inside Blueprint, a visual workflow designer that maps stages and transitions the way a flowchart does, enforcing approvals, validations, and task handoffs so no record slips through the cracks. Creator layers and real-time AI help while you build. The platform's AI modeler can add sentiment analysis, object detection, prediction, or custom models with just a few clicks and no data science background, and the recent AI skills feature even lets those models trigger Deluge actions on their own. For insight after the app goes live, Creator ships with cross-functional analytics dashboards that pull data from any form, integration, or external source, so you can slice results without exporting to another BI tool. Creator's integration story is unusually deep for a low-code product. An embedded module called Integration Creator exposes pre-built connectors for over 600 cloud and on-premise services, plus direct hooks into more than 40 Zoho business apps, all orchestrated through drag-and-drop flow diagrams or REST calls if you prefer code. That reach means an inventory system built in Creator can post invoices to books, update CRM deals, and message a Slack channel without leaving the platform. Security and governance reflect Zoho's broader privacy-first posture. You get role-based access controls, single sign-on, field-level encryption, audit logs, and multi-environment deployment so admins can test changes before pushing to production, features that independent analysts highlighted when Creator 6 launched. Apps scale automatically on Zoho's cloud, but larger enterprises can also deploy behind their own firewall if compliance demands it, keeping ownership of both data and source files. What ultimately makes Zoho Creator stand out is the way it blends consumer-grade simplicity with enterprise depth. Few rivals offer the same mix of drag-and-drop design, a proprietary yet approachable scripting layer, visual process mapping, embedded analytics, offline-capable native apps, and a connector library big enough to wire almost any business stack. If your team needs to prototype quickly but refuses to hit a wall when the app reaches production scale, Creator gives you that headroom. And because it sits inside the wider Zoho ecosystem, you can grow into CRM, finance, or help desk modules later without migrating data or rewriting integrations.